well?" her mother lamented. Her parents had strict rules about avoiding wells, which could splash water onto Rana's perfect gowns. "You were in the woods?" Both her parents cried out together. They had extremely strict rules about never going into the woods. This rule was, perhaps, the wisest, as nothing good ever happens to a princess in any sort of woods in any sort of tale. Princesses who went into woods always came out changed. Which was, of course, the whole point of going into those woods in the first place. Rana had wanted to change. She was tired of being perfect all the time, tired of having neither friends nor fun, and most of all, tired of rules. She'd gone into the woods precisely because she was not supposed to. She'd brought her ball precisely because she was not supposed to. And she'd dropped it into the well precisely because, well, that had been an accident. But this frog had popped out and offered to help. Having never spoken to a frog before, she found it rather interesting, so she agreed, even though he was kind of gross-looking and kind of weird-sounding. The problem was, he only offered to help her get her ball back if she agreed to let him come to the castle and eat off her plate and sleep on her pillow. That seemed rather a lot to ask for, but she did want to get her ball back. She couldn't exactly ask her parents for a new one, not without explaining all the rules she'd broken to lose it in the first place. So she agreed to the frog's terms, with no intention of keeping her end of the bargain. She was a princess, and he was a frog, after all. And if she was willing to defy the king and queen from time to time, she could defy a frog this one time. Once she had her ball back in her hand, she bolted. It was not the honorable thing to do, but it was effective. "A deal's a deal," the frog told her parents. "I followed her from the well in the woods, across the flowered meadows, and all the way to the castle door. I have more than earned my dinner." "Is this so?" Rana's father asked her. Princess Rana, abashed, nodded. Her father sighed and ordered the frog be allowed at the table. "A princess always keeps her word," he said. "That is an ironclad rule." With that, the frog hopped onto the table and sat right beside Princess Rana's golden plate. Its tongue flicked out to eat her food. The princess lost her appetite and asked to be excused. The frog followed her, though again she objected. "You promised him, did you not?" said her father. "I did," she admitted. "Rules are rules," said her mother. "I am quite looking forward to a nice warm bed after sleeping so long in that cold, wet well," croaked the frog. "But you're a frog," complained the princess, who didn't think she was being unreasonable. She could not be expected to let some frog into her private bedroom. There had to be a rule against that. What good are rules if they won't protect me from unrelenting frogs? She wondered. The frog was unfazed by her reluctance, or simply didn't care, and hopped right onto her pillow. "I don't take up much room," he told her. "And I don't snore much." "You cannot sleep in my bed," she said firmly. "Of course not," the frog agreed. "Not without a bedtime story first. Read to me?" "You pushy little lump!" she yelled at the frog and snatched it up from her pillow. She held the warty thing up to her face so closely she could kiss it.